Hey man, welcome back to another one on the channel today. And we're gonna dive straight into it, man. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and man, go ahead and stay to the end of the video. You don't wanna miss it. Baltimore, we gotta talk, okay? Because I feel like okay, I don't know how many of y'all watch basketball, right? But the Phoenix Suns, before they got Kevin Durant, okay, whenever they went on that finals run, right, where we knew they were going to dominate, in the playoffs. I mean, we knew that they were going to dominate in the regular season, but what are they going to do in the playoffs, right? And that's what I feel like Baltimore is right now, because I don't really know where they're doing. Like, I don't know what they're doing to lead to these losses, man. I mean, you have bad playoff losses since Lamar has been your starting quarterback. Even his rookie year when he didn't start every game, when he was the backup to Flacco. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Because look, listen to this. You guys have went 14 wins, 11 wins, 8 wins, 10 wins, 13 wins. Now, that really doesn't seem too bad at all, except for that 1-8 in there. And other than that, and in that 1 year, you guys missed the playoffs that year as well. But since he's been the starter, in those 6 years or 5 years, however long it's been, only missed the playoff once, man. That's pretty good, And you guys have, pretty much, 10 plus, wins every year. That Lamar has been your starter, like I said, except for that 1 year, And I think that you take that, dude. I really, truly do. Lamar is an animal, and he is an offense. And in him being a offense, he is looked at to do a lot more than really what a traditional quarterback should be there to do, right? Now, I get it. Lamar is not a traditional guy. Literally, just last offseason before last, whenever it was, whenever he was like, hey, 31 other teams, come and get me. They don't want me. They want to see what the market is. And everybody was like, be good, because, everybody was saying that to him. And now he's balling out. He just won MVP, coming off of his second MVP year, that is. Now, obviously, who do I think should have won it? Either McCaffrey or Purdy, personally. But I understand, he beat us on Christmas, so hey. And it's a regular season award. I get it. But, I just feel like Lamar is asked to do too much. He's never had a go-to receiver. I get Mark Andrews, but receiver, his closest one to that is Odell Beckham this year. And Odell, as we all know, is on the tail end of his career. Let's just be real. We've seen more than what we're going to see of Odell, put it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, now this Zay Flowers kid looks pretty good. Zay Flowers does look decent, man. I'm calling him a kid, like he's not older than me. But he looks pretty good, though, right? But is he going to be a number one? We don't know yet. It was just his rookie year. It looked pretty good. Great. Now let's see you progress year 2, But it's like, other than that, he's never, and then no offense to J.K. Dobbins, but he's never had a star back either. I mean, let's be real. Even, whenever Ingram was there. I mean, he's never had a star guy ever. So the fact that he has won 2 MVPs, right? 4, 10 plus win seasons, with him at quarterback. Obviously, this is sustainable. I mean, clearly, the first MVP year, it was like, is it sustainable? Then the second year, coming back from that, it was like, we don't know. Then, the past few years, be like, okay, Lamar is Lamar, we get it. And I've been saying Lamar was that dude since he was at Louisville. Lamar is playing great, He is doing everything that he can, but it's just getting too much for him. You know, I really do feel like that. I feel like that is what happens in the playoffs. That not that the stage is too big, nothing like that at all. It's just that this pro, defensive coordinator gets to study and say, oh, this offense is ran through Lamar like we can, sitting on the couch. You know what I'm saying? We can see the same thing. You feel me? And so they're gonna make someone else beat them. They're gonna say, hey, get the ball out of Lamar Jackson's hands, and we feel like we can win this game. Truthfully. Because they don't have anyone else that can really show you otherwise. Mark Andrews is a dog, don't get it twisted. But him being a tight end, that is the easiest position on the field to double, in my opinion. Personally. But it's just like, I don't know, man. He still had a good year this year, even though he didn't, to me, he didn't have a MVP passing yards year, but obviously he's not, a traditional pure passer. He can run like he did. He had 3,600 passing yards, which is, like I said, it's not MVP passing yard numbers, but pretty good, right? He had about 24 touchdowns thrown and about 7 interceptions. That's all right, I don't know. I think that's exact, not about. I think he threw exactly for 24 and exactly 7 interceptions, I'm pretty sure. He had a 76 point something completion percentage, and his yards per attempt was 8 flat, which is actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. But I love Lamar. I don't want this video to make it seem like I hate him. Lamar is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. I mean, seriously, because I liked him as a player, at Louisville. The reason why he still kind of sort of a little bit gets that, he's not a quarterback, he's not a fully quarterback and all this and that and the third, is because he doesn't have the team. He has to play running back sometimes. He has to, go out there and run for 100 and something yards back-to-back games because the running game isn't getting it done. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes he has to take the ball into his hands and do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying earlier with him having just to do extremely too much, for this ball club. And then it's like, this was probably the best defense that they've actually ever had around him, well, just supporting team around him in general. But defense is the highlight, other than him. You know what I'm saying? And they balled out this year, and the fact that they couldn't get it done in a year that their defense was good, and the team that they lost to was in a quote-unquote down year, even though, what they ended up doing. But it's just like, you're asking Lamar to do too much with not everything around him, dude. And that defense has been good and never great, and they are always decent in the playoffs, and they make that offense become superstars, which a lot of the times is just Lamar as a superstar. It sucks that it's like that, but it's true. And man, in the playoffs, I don't think it's Lamar. No, I don't at all. I genuinely believe it's the team around him, and Baltimore has just failed attempt to put people around him. But this is the last year, man, where he can get a guy that is 100% reliable other than Mark Andrews. And I hate to say it like that, but only the greats, have had their tight end be their best player. You know what I'm saying? That they throw to, if that makes sense. And win like that. There's only been a few of the greats, So it's kind of difficult to win like that, because I truly believe you can double that, get linebacker, or even just chipping him, get him off his route, whatever the case is, but with the backers, with a DN, I mean, whatever the situation is, and then with the secondary, But I don't know though, man. He needs some help, and I genuinely feel like this is the last year that he can go without getting any help. Really about does it. I mean, I just feel like the Ravens have not done anything to help this man out. And once they help him, dude, I'm be honest, they can win a Super Bowl. I'm just being real. They can win a ring. All he has to do is get a number 1 out there. Now, would they throw the ball out there to those receivers is the question. Because you heard what Hollywood Brown said. He said the reason why he left is because they don't throw it to us out there. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe Lamar does have a hole in his game. I don't think so. But, you know, who knows, man? Who knows? I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. We'll be back tomorrow. We out.